Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another ZMS podcast. I am Lucas, and that's Zach.
Okay.
And I'm Simpson.
Okay, so let's get
and
started.
And I'm Perry.
Today, I believe around, I think it was like noon. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Actually, yeah, I think it was about noon today, Eastern Standard Time. News broke that Deadpool 3 is in the MCU, and it's going to be rated R. Because both of those things we were kind of unsure about. Because both of those things we didn't think that could happen at the same time. We thought maybe it could be in the MCU, but we didn't think it would be rated R in the MCU. And if it was rated R, we thought it would be separate from the MCU.
Who announced this? Is this like an official MCU thing? Or
Yeah. Because if you scroll down, look what it quotes. I forgot who did the interview. But scroll up. Let me read this. Okay, so it says, this is from... Bringing Deadpool to the MCU, tricky FOs. Okay, however, Disney has to bring Rise, Crack, and MCU. Kevin Feige has confirmed that the R-rated Deadpool 3 is in the works at Disney, in stark contrast to the House of M brand. This opens the door for various properties, especially since the movie rights are both X-Men and Fast Forward back with Marvel. So if you scroll down, hopefully they quote him. He did an interview with something. Scroll down. Hopefully this might be a bad article to bring up. I don't
Which one
know. Try probably CNN. Let me try that so here, CNN. A third. Okay, so this is from Kevin Feige. They did an article with Collider. They did an interview with Collider, and Kevin Feige said it will be rated R, and we are working on a script right now. And Ryan is overseeing a script right now, obviously referring to Ryan Reynolds, is overseeing a script right now. It will not be filming this year in terms of 2021. So it must be, when do you think it's coming out if it's not filming in 2021?
Probably 2024?
Yeah. 2024, maybe
Something
2023,
like
we'll see. Because if they're filming next year, then it's not going to come out in 2022, so probably something further than that. Ryan is very busy, very successful actor. Feige added, we've got a number of things we've already announced that we need to make, but this is exciting that it's begun. Again, a very different type of character in the MCU. That's the key. Now he didn't confirm it's in the MCU. What if he just means like Marvel or whatever? But pretty much
that's confirming it's in the MCU.
Different type of character in the MCU. And Ryan is a force of nature, which is just awesome to see him bring the character to life. And then scroll down where they say this is it. He even posts himself. Deadpool 3 will join the MCU as an R-rated movie, according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige.
Something I have a question. Didn't you say in another thing that Bob Iger wouldn't?
Yeah, well, that's why he probably, well, number one, he must have changed his tune. But that's interesting because what still is going to be interesting, and you'll probably agree with me, is that what if there's what if there's a little kid?
You've said this to me before.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the weird thing how they're gonna dodge that. If there's someone that is young who because if they watch Avengers 10 and oh my God Deadpool's there, and then they figure out Deadpool's 3 coming out, then they're gonna tell their parents, let's go see Deadpool 3, and then they watch Deadpool 3 and they realize it's rated R, then that's gonna be something that is going to be interesting.
I don't know. I'm sure they'll find a way.
Yeah. But it's just going to be interesting how. And I think... But Deadpool 3 would be so funny because I think it just broadens the strokes of what you can do comedy-wise because they already mentioned DC and Deadpool 2 and stuff. That'll be cool. What... Wait, by the way, which Deadpool movie did you like better, 1 or 2?
I liked 2.
Yeah, 2... A lot of people didn't like 2 or didn't like 2 as much as 1, but I really liked 2. I think it was more. It was crazier.
Yeah, it was crazy. The plot was bigger.
Yeah. So, that's crazy. I think. Deadpool 3 could be really good. It'll be interesting to see. They're definitely going to make a lot of jokes about how Deadpool is now in the MCU and not in the
Also, another thing is, how are they going to handle Deadpool's breaking the fourth wall in the MCU?
Yeah, that's why I think it might just be time. I think it could be that. I think Deadpool, no matter what universe it's going to be in, is somewhat like a separate entity. So he might be in the MCU, but he might not be in any crossover events. Like he could just be his own.
Good cameo.
Yeah, because I think it's gonna be the other way around. Where I don't think Deadpool is gonna cameo in any like other Avengers films or any other MCU films, but Avengers will cameo.
Do you
in
think
Deadpool.
they'll do like a Spider-Man and Deadpool 3 as a joke or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Because Daredevil and Spider-Man are together a lot in the comics.
Yeah, that'll be funny. And they could have like there's so many different funny things. Because like even in like the first Deadpool films, it was funny and all, but they couldn't do that. Like they couldn't make that much jokes because they were only under the Fox banner. But now that they're under the Disney banner, Disney owns so many different companies, including Fox. So you can make jokes about Fox, Disney proper, Pixar, Lucasfilm. And so, because Fox only really had the X-Men films and a couple other franchises, like Aliens and Home Alone. But now they can really make jokes about a lot more things. That'll be interesting. So WandaVision comes out this Friday with its first two episodes.
Wait, let me Google something. You keep talking.
I think I heard long. So, WandaVision comes out on Friday. First two episodes. Now, I am looking forward to WandaVision. Honestly, won't be only says Marvel boss. How long? Well, go here. How long? It doesn't really say. Interesting. But yeah. Oh, it'll conclude on March 5th. Let me think. Does that line up? So, 2 episodes. So there's 9 episodes. So would 7 weeks be, or would 8 weeks? No, 7 weeks. Would 7 weeks be 7 weeks from January 5th? 7 weeks is how many months?
1.6 months. Meaning
So about a month? No.
Month from January 5th.
No, it's not a month, because a month is like 4 weeks. That's more like 2 months. That's 7 weeks. No, 7 weeks is not a month, because a month is 30 days. 7 weeks is 49 days. So it's about like a month and 21 days. So it's a month and 21 days. So a month and 21 days. So we got January 15th to October, February. What's February 15th plus think about it. February is only 28 days. So plus another 3 weeks would be about let's look
21 days from now would be March 1st. And that would mean there's 4 more days, which would mean
about March 5th. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but
it's correct.
You know what's interesting? 5th. Is this truly the first big franchise to interconnect? And I know you're probably going to bring up Star Wars, but this is truly the first interconnected.
But like you don't need to see Mandalorian to understand any of the movies.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
We'll be in.
Was how WandaVision will directly connect to Spider-Man 3, to Doctor Strange, and the overall scope of the Marvel Universe going forward. Whereas you look at Mandalorian, there's a couple of things that separate WandaVision from Mandalorian. Number one, it's not the first Star Wars TV show. Like, this is the first MCU TV show.
Well, it's the first live action.
It's the first live action. But overall, I mean, Star Wars has done TV shows.
And it's not the first Marvel TV show.
Yeah, but I'm talking
MCU.
In canon. It's even Mandalorian's not the first canon show. That's number one. And then number two, you can watch Rise of Skywalker, Solo. You can watch the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy. You can watch the Star Wars films without watching Mandalorian, and vice versa. You can watch Mandalorian without watching the other Star Wars films. But you can't really say this, and I haven't seen WandaVision, so I don't really know. But
wait, I have another question. Will there be multiple seasons? Or what?
I don't think so, because, I mean, it's kind of the way I think they're treating these Marvel shows. Well, Loki is getting a second season, but Loki's separate, you know what I mean? Yeah. Loki's different, because Loki's not tying into because Loki's in a multiverse.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, so, but yeah, I know, because I think they're treating these shows as as movies
so here's what happens.
If
you search WandaVision, it comes up as television miniseries.
Yeah.
If you search Loki, I wonder what comes up. Loki is television series.
Yeah, there's a difference. Because if you go to news.
News.
So, if you look, I don't know.
They don't say anything about it.
But Google Kevin Feige Marvel, Kevin Feige Star Wars film. Star Wars movie. There was some news. Kevin Feige Star Wars movie. No, go to Variety. Yeah. So Marvel, WandaVision. Wait. What is this? No, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, basically what happened is, because you know how Kevin Feige is making a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
He got the writers of Loki are going to make the film, are going to write the film, which has a lot of confidence towards Loki being really good. And, you know, the guy who's writing Loki is also writing Doctor Strange 2, and is now going to be a part of the Star Wars film.
Alright, so when is this Star Wars movie going to be coming out?
We don't know. I mean, if they're writing...
Is this the one directed by...
We don't know who's we don't know who it's
Is it going to be the Taika Waititi one?
No, because Taika Waititi is writing his own script. Because he's also a writer. Last year he won the Oscar for writing Jojo Rabbit. So he's a writer. He's writing the script. See, so while in this case,
and what do you predict it's going to be about? What era?
I don't know. I think I don't know. Well, Kevin Feige is not the guy who has total power. That's still Kathleen Kennedy. But I have a feeling she'll let Kevin Feige do his own thing. So I don't know. Now I will bet money that whoever they get to direct the movie will be from the MCU, like an MCU director.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to I guess they want to have Star Wars movies be like MCU movies with the comedy and stuff. Because something people don't like about the sequel trilogy is how they're trying to be funny and how the jokes are bad. Like, they fly now.
Yeah.
They fly now.
Because I think even when you look at the original Star Wars films, the comedy just comes naturally from just like when you say boring conversation anyways, shoots a thing, or I love you, I know. Or it's not something that seems funny, it's just something that seems, I don't know, a funny line. I don't know, it's hard to quantify the comedy in the original films. Because it's comedy, but it's not it's natural comedy. Sometimes you just say funny things that make sense. Where I think the funny stuff they try to have in the sequel trilogy is trying to be funny because it's trying to be comedic.
Alright, so in the Marvel movies, the characters themselves have a personality which make them funny. Iron Man, it's part of his personality to always be making fun of people and stuff. Spider-Man is always doing that in every media he's in. Yeah. But then in Star Wars, all of a sudden, Finn and Poe are how they fly now.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think that's what great characters are about, is where you create a character that allows for these great moments, but it fits with the character. Where you look at, a great moment, some great moments in some of the sequel films don't make sense for that particular character, whereas when you look at the original Star Wars films, I think everything the characters do in the original Star Wars films fit that character. Han is always going to be kind of be a more ruder, more bad guy-esque type character. Not bad guy, but more, rough, scruffy.
Alright, so,
type
something I want to ask you is there going to be Marvel content constantly throughout 2021? Is there going to be a break that lasts more than, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Let's think. If WandaVision ends March 5th, and theoretically, Black Widow hopefully would come out in May 1st.
May 7th.
May 7th. So a little. That's more than 2 weeks. So you kind of
Well, then there's the TV show.
We'll go up to see when.
Wait, I just want to see something. Is Spider-Man still scheduled to come out?
Yeah, it's December 17th.
All right.
Go up to so. So here's you're right, because like think about that. It ends. So WandaVision ends on March 5th, and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is March 19th. So you only have, think about that, from WandaVision to Falcon and Winter Soldier, you have 2 weeks.
So it's about 2 weeks, any more than 2 weeks.
So scroll down a
little
little bit.
And then next, from March 19th, it makes sense as that. So wait, how long is Falcon and Winter Soldier going to be? Is it going to be...
I'm just going to go on a limb and say the same amount as...
WandaVision,
so I'll say 9 episodes. So I'll say 9
and
weeks.
2 released on the first day?
Yeah, so I'll say, 7
weeks. A month and 21 days. So one month will be April. So it's about May 7th. It's about... So wait.
I'll say, well, let me look at the calendar.
Wait, so we have...
Yeah, let me... Well, actually, that's a false calendar. We can Google 2021 calendar.
1 month and 21 days from
March
19th. Calculator. So we got start date. You want to do March?
You want to do 19th.
2021. End date May 7th.
Yes.
Include end day.
Calculate. Just calculate. So you see there. So let's see.
There would be 1 month and 20 days, which is right as we said.
So literally, which is interesting. So literally,
wouldn't that mean that it ends the same day?
Okay, so I think
so then it's less episodes.
I think it'll be less. I don't think they'll have
because that would mean it would end the exact same day Black Widow would come out, which I don't think would make sense.
I don't think. Yeah. So anyway, so then think about that. Loki is coming out in May, which is literally. You don't have a break. You literally go from WandaVision. That ends 2 weeks. Loki, that ends literally probably a week later. Black Widow.
You meant not Loki, you meant Falcon Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier. Literally probably like a week later, Black Widow. Then May is in the same month, so it's less than 30 days.
It looks like we'll have a break between May and July. It looks like June won't have anything. That's what it looks like.
No, because June would probably have Loki.
No, it's May. I guess it could go into June.
Yeah, but May, if it's still 8 weeks, that still is long. Think about it. A month is like 4.5 weeks.
That makes sense.
So even if it starts in May 1st, it still takes you into June. So June, there's literally going to be MCU content every single month as long as these films don't get delayed. So look, Shang-Chi, July 9th. So that covers the July month. Scroll down.
And then
what if
mid-2020?
So maybe August. Maybe you take a break off for August. Maybe you come back September. Maybe later than that. And late 2021 probably puts you into October, December, and then and then Hawkeye late 2021. So you kind of you see how
all right. I'm assuming this is October. This is November because then. Well, Internals is November, which means this could be after the Internals, so about mid-November, and this would be early October, and this would be mid-August.
Yeah.
And then you have
Internals November 5th,
and then you have
Spider-Man. cap off
with Spider-Man,
which is great because think about this, and that's interesting. Everybody acts like Spider-Man. Everybody acts like Spider-Man 3 is this big climactic thing. When it's really going to be Doctor Strange 2. Because that's the last one. Because if you want to look at that trilogy of WandaVision...
Yeah, this is only in March, which isn't too far. So it looks like there's a big break after 21. Because all the delayed things are going into 2021, which makes me think they weren't planning on having this much content in 2021.
Yeah.
So then they go to Thor, then Black Panther 2. So it looks like in 2022 they're having a break. With shows, not having that many shows, no shows early 2021. Yeah. But the thing is, all of this could be different, change.
Yeah, it could change on a dime.
Some things can be announced.
Depends on, the pandemic.
So there could be some things they're hiding.
Moon Knight.
When does,
Secret Invasion undated, Ironheart undated, Armor undated, I Am Groot undated, I Am
Minos undated, Blade undated, Fantastic Four undated. That's all they have.
It's very interesting to see where they're going to go. But 2021, if everything goes according to plan, it looks crazy that January we got something, you know. Then you move into February, and that still covers WandaVision. And then you move out of, February into March. And then you got Falcon and Winter Soldier, which covers you into April, which covers you into May, which takes you to Black Widow, which takes you probably a couple weeks later into Loki, which takes you through June. Then you get July, where you got Shang-Chi. Then after Shang-Chi, you got that for the month of July, and maybe, in that next couple months of, kind of fall, late summer, early fall, you got, What If, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, and then Eternals, and Spider-Man, 3, which is kind of interesting. There's there's 4 MCU movies, and 1, 2, 3. Oh God, there's a lot. 1, 2. Let's see. So, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye. So there is literally, get this, 10 Marvel content. 10 Marvel content. 10 MCU content. Between 4 movies and 6 shows. 10 MCU projects alone in just 2020.
2021. And also, so something weird here is on this article, it doesn't say Spider-Man plays into Multiverse of Madness, which we know it does, but it doesn't say that.
Well, when did this article come out?
It's after the thing. Yeah, I guess they just didn't say it, but we all know that.
Yeah.
Wait, it says it here. Oh wait, no, it just says director of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
all right.
That's interesting. I think okay, so out of all 10,
Loki.
Loki's
that's what I'm excited for.
Okay, so let me see.
And Wandavision. I'm just excited for everything. Okay,
so let's see.
Actually, no, I'm excited for Spider-Man. That's what I'm excited for the most. Spider-Man. Yeah. Loki, then.
I don't know. Spider-Man. I don't know how I feel about them all coming back.
No, I don't care. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued by it, but I always liked the other two for kind of the slow or small scale, kind of interesting, but small scale,
Yeah.
Stories.
Anyway, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming to today's video. If you enjoyed, I don't know what Zach says for the outro.
Whatever, just end it.
All right.
End this thing.
All right.